Hey guys, it's Tony with Peaceful Living Organics. Today we are going to make a body butter. So I'm going to make the base for the body butter, and of course we'll add the essential oils later when we determine which scents we want or which therapeutic effects we want. So today is making the base for the body butter. So follow along. I hope you enjoy. These are the ingredients that you'll need to make body butter. So the first thing I use is this is my KitchenAid mixer bowl. So for me, I use this because I can melt all my ingredients in it and then take it, let it cool for a few days or in the fridge, however you cool it, and then put it onto the KitchenAid mixer and do the rest of it. So that's what I use to melt my butters to create the body butter. So that placed inside of typical large pot, I just create a double boiler. So basically what it does is put some water in it, put this guy inside of it, and it created a double boiler. So if you have a double boiler, great, but I use this. This is how I melt the butters. But overall, sorry about that movement, what we need is the vessel to be able to melt the butters. And then you need a shea butter. You'll see most of the butters that I get and oils I get from Essentials Depot here in Sebring, Florida. And I do that because of the customer service that they allow for small businesses like myself, as well as the organic nature and the natural nature of the products and sustainably sourcing their products. So we have in here a shea butter. We have an olive oil, which quite frankly, if you can, what I do as well for my grocery store, if they get buy one get one frees on the olive oils, I usually snag them up. If I can't get those, then I get my olive oil by the gallon from Essentials Depot. Then you need arrowroot. That helps to thicken the body butter and also take away some of the oiliness, because you're using a lot of oily butters for the moisture for your skin. But the arrowroot helps smooth that out some. So arrowroot, olive oil, shea butter, coconut oil, and beeswax. I get from Amazon. You can get it from Essential Depot as well. I just forgot to order it last time, so I ended up getting my beeswax from Amazon this time. So as long as you have beeswax, coconut oil, shea butter, olive oil, and arrowroot, you're pretty much good to go. Of course, there's going to be all the different essential oils that you'll use in it. That's depending on what you're trying, the effect that you're trying to have, whether it be lavender for relaxation or pan-away for pain. That'll be up to you at that point. But this is what we're going to do, is make the body butter itself, the base for the body butter. So go ahead and get your ingredients together. Make sure you watch the next video where we will talk about making the body butter itself. Okay, so here we have added our beeswax and our arrowroot. I usually start with those because the beeswax takes a bit more time to melt than the remaining of the butters that we're putting in here. And you can see I have a pan. The water is boiling, essentially as a double boiler, my version of a double boiler. I use my KitchenAid mixer container because once it comes off the stove and it goes into the refrigerator so it can cool, or it could sit on the counter to cool, then it would go onto the mixer to get mixed. So less dishes for me. So my KitchenAid mixer. So I've added my arrowroot and my beeswax. We're going to go ahead and add the coconut oil, or excuse me, the olive oil. The shea butter, and the more you break the shea butter up, the quicker it will melt in the boiler. Don't worry too much about the weights I will put them, I will share the recipe with you. Now I'm making, I think, 11 jars, 12 jars, because I'm restocking my Etsy shop. So, but I will give you the recipes. You can use it as you wish. So there, my shea butter has been added. And we will add the coconut oil. And watch your temperature. I generally leave my temperature about medium. I get the water boiling, then turn it down to medium and just let it do its thing. I don't rush it. I let it melt. And as it continues to melt, I'll continue to break up, especially the shea butter. Help it melt along. As you can see, it's melting down nicely, and you want to give it probably about 20 minutes. You see the big chunks of shea butter still in there. Most importantly, you want to make sure that your beeswax has melted. Okay, we are completely melted now. So now the next step to this process is it has to cool. Two ways of cooling it, either on a countertop for a day or two, or in a refrigerator for a few hours. You'll start to see a white eggshell type crust that'll start to appear. When that happens, we'll take it out, and the next step will for us to put it on the mixer. Okay, so it is now cooled down, so we are going to put it on the KitchenAid mixer for a little while, and I let mine go for about 10 minutes. So simple, just put it in. If you do cool it in the refrigerator, you'll have a bit more of a shell on it. But I cooled mine outside, so again, just let it's cooled. It's been a couple of days actually, so it's cool. We're going to just go ahead and put it on the mixer and let it go for about 10 minutes. I'll be back in about 10 minutes and you'll be able to see what it looks like when it's through. Another note to keep track of is when it's sitting here being mixed and it goes for about 10 minutes, it starts out, it looks a little liquidy, but it'll start to fluff up, similar to like making homemade whipped cream. Hey there, it's Tony with Peaceful Living. Here is the mixing of the body butter that we made the other day. So I did let it cool, I find, on the counter, and then when I mixed it, it comes out a little bit liquidy for my taste. So I put it in the refrigerator for a day or two, and that tends to dry it some. Take it out and mix it, and as you can see, it's starting to now thicken up. So when you take it out, it's thicker. So this is what the body butter looks like, and it is ready to pretty much to put in the containers. Thanks a lot for joining. Have a great day.